Out with the old and in with the new, I guess. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Searching for Grinds and Good Times. Today we are at the Joker's Wild Casino. Yes, it is being demolished. It is being completely taken down, renamed, not even renamed. It is being replaced by the Cadence Crossing Casino. Cannot believe this. Check this out. I mean, this is a old school neighborhood casino, opened in 1990, but not as the Joker's Wild. Do you remember what it was? The Cattle Baron Casino. So it was opened as the Cattle Baron Casino in 1990, and in 1993, it was renamed the Joker's Wild Casino. So this sits right on Boulder Highway and Warm Springs. Joker's Wild Casino. It is open during construction, and this right here is the brand new, let me zoom out, the brand new Cadence Crossing Casino, which is gonna replace the Joker's Wild Casino. This, where the Joker's Wild part sits, is gonna be a parking lot. So Cadence Crossing is actually a community in Henderson. There's a sign up here. On my other channel, I've been there, I've skated in it. They have a skate park that just opened. But Cadence is a 12,000 house or home community that's gonna be built in Henderson. It's pretty much already done. This will have over 450, I think it said slot machines, gambling. It's gonna have dining, a whole bunch of stuff. And right here on the right, where the Joker's Wild sit, is where it's gonna have the parking garage or complex. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a garage or just an out flat parking place, but that's where it's gonna be, right here in this area. And that is the Cadence Crossing. Before we go inside there, okay, I already said it was the Cattle Baron, then it became the Joker's Wild. Do you remember what it was before this? 3, 2, 1. The Swanky Club. All right, so there's a lot of information on this. The Swanky Club. It looks like it was the first buffet service in Clark County at that time, 1942. Now in 1946, I think it was Jack Mallory, called it the Swanky Club. Now, I think his name was Bob and Pearl Pfluger. They actually did the buffet service, and a few months before opened their own on El Rancho, Vegas. Remember that? In 1958, there was a big fire. I believe the motel adjacent to it caught on fire, and a part of that, and they had to do a whole bunch of reconstruction. In 59, the Mallorys actually took it back from Pfluger, who actually had it at that time, from what I see, and then reopened it in 59 after they reconstructed it. Now in 84, it did end up closing down, I guess just due to business and other things. A lot of fires keep coming into play about this. Before we get in there, this is what connects this to my other channel. So what I did not mention is in 1942, I guess it says it was under construction. I was trying to find the opening date. It says 42, but then it says in 46 it was renamed the Swanky Club, but it was open as a Swanky Club, so I don't understand that. All right, so it says in 42, while this was being constructed, adjacent to the magnesium field. I think it was called the basic magnesium field. Now here we go. This is where it gets crazy. My other skate channel, I believe in 2020, 2021, right after COVID, in the magnesium field, skaters built a skate park inside there. I'm not sure what these things are called. They look like big lighthouses. They're concrete, and there's a big concrete base. Well, somebody put the Wheel of Fortune from the show. They put all like the money signs, and there was like 10 of them. So they built skate parks on these concrete slabs inside the magnesium field. And guess what? I could show you where I went and reviewed that on my other channel. Check this out. All right, so I'm about to show you. I'm gonna zoom in on this. Let me just get this part. That's me right there. This was 2 years ago on my skateboarding channel, Parish P. I'm a skateboarder. I'm actually sponsored as of right now. We've had pros on my channel and everything. This is the magnesium field across from the Joker's Wild. Well, not across, but close. But this is the magnesium field. Let me show you. So you have to hike to get to it. I'm not gonna show you the whole thing, but I'm gonna show you what it look at this. Yes, that's the magnesium mine. And they put the Wheel of Fortune things there. And then I don't know what this thing is. That was really tall, and I think it spun around. If you have, or if you know what it is, leave it in the comments. So this is one of them, but look at this. This is the one that made it into the magazine. So this is the big, like, well, I guess. Water would come out of there. Now it's a famous, like, tagging spot full of trash. But if you turn, you have to hike to get there, but they took out almost all of them, I want to say last year, and they are building something else. Hold on, look at this. This is what, oh, so it's huge. So this one, they have a skull, and the other one is the Wheel of Fortune, see? See the Wheel of Fortune, like the $200, the $500, they're big pieces. Let me just show you one more time, then you can go and watch it on your own. See? See, broke, 100, 200, but those were all that, and that, I don't know what that thing is. I think it turned, right? But there's Vegas. This is the magnesium field, so leave it in a comment if you would like to watch this. Episode 9, Wheel of Fortune DIY, yo, 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 where's the spot at, bro? That's my other channel. Parish P is the handle. Yo, 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 where's the spot at, bro? So let me show you. And I would really appreciate if you guys want to subscribe to that. I'm already subscribed. Go to channel. So this is my skateboarding channel. I have 2,992 subs. It is monetized. And as you can see, 2 days ago, I just did an episode. It's the same thing, California. But what I do on that channel is not far from what I do here. Off, like different. What I do is I go into the ditches, old casinos, and I find skate spots. Now, why don't you skate at a skate park? So if you don't know much about skateboarding, long story short, if you can practice a trick at a skate park and then take it to the streets is what they call it, that's a clip. So what I do is I review skate spots and put the location. So on the other channel, I'll say, hey, I'm at Boulder Highway and blah, blah, blah. Here's a location. And then me and my friends skateboard the spot to show you how to skate it. And then I do that. So my other channel is Skate Spots. It's exploring Las Vegas just in a different way. So anyway, back to the episode. Hit that like and subscribe. Why did I say that? That's crazy. It was actually featured in Thrasher magazine, which is a skateboard magazine. Now that has recently all been torn out, but if you want to watch that, go to that episode. We are entering Joker's Wild. I'm not sure if they're going to be like, hey, don't film. Let's see. All right, let's see. Joker's Wild. Going to be gone forever, man. It says open during construction. I've got a sports book right on the right. Oh, this is such a tiny casino, man. Looks like we have the pigskin snack bar. Just salads, donuts, yogurt. Sports deli game day features. Yeah, this is really, really small. Marty in the back of it. Oh, we got the Court Cafe. Let's see what they got. Thanksgiving traditional turkey dinner, roasted turkey, bread stuffing, mashed potatoes, gravy. November 27th, $17.99, $19.99 to go. Yeah, they got one person at the bar right there. Monday through Wednesday, 11 to 8. Thursday, Friday, 11 to 9. Saturday, Sunday, 7 to 11. Right, we have a bar right here on the right. We got some restrooms. I wonder if they have any old pictures right here. Yep, Boyd Gaming, and they are the ones who are reconstructing and putting in the Cadence. Boyd Gaming is actually the one putting in Cadence Crossing. So there's the East Side Cannery. That's being demolished. I just did a video on that one. Oh, I thought that was the Bell. I'm like, I did that one too. I actually reviewed Sam's Town. That's still open. I haven't done the review, the Orleans yet. We're at Joker's Wild. Kansas Star, that's not here. I haven't done Main Street yet. I missed their buffet. They're still open, and the California, I've done that one. They're still open. Aliante, that's a crazy one. This is where my grandma lives up by here. Wait till I do that one. All right, I haven't seen one security guard yet. The only person that said anything was that waiter in there. I cut it, but he came out like, what are you doing? I'm like, shooting a video. I mean, this is never gonna be seen again, right? This is all gonna be taken down. The other casino opens mid next year. Nobody's gambling here. This is a local casino though, and it is Wednesday around noon. And it looks like they have the back blocked off for construction. Yep, that's where the construction's being done right there. That's the new casino, and you can see they have it all blocked off right there. When is it open? Oh, it is open. Oh, let's see. Area restricted. Yeah, so this is, let me zoom out. This is gonna be the new casino right here. You go right back out to the front. It's a locals casino, it's really small, but it is not smoky in here, like, oddly enough. It smells pretty good, especially for a locals casino. You got your gift redemption, and that's it, y'all. See, no security. There's not even a security at the desk right there. They didn't say anything. The casino's clean, it smells good. And it's just sad to see it go. 1990, it's 2020, well, technically 2026, because they're saying that the Cadence is going to open mid 2026. Now, that Cadence Casino was actually announced in July of 2024 on the news, and this is like built. They must have started that late 24, because that thing's almost done. Set to projected open, projected to open mid 2026. And then this will completely be demolished to put in a parking garage or just a parking area for that. So I'm gonna go around this area, just show you like a 360. We've been on this side the whole time where I did the intro. We came right over here, so I'm gonna go around the building and just show everything. All right, before it's completely gone, let's get a last look. Man, it's just crazy to think, is this gonna be gone? That's Mount Charleston in the back with the snow on the hip, or on the peak. All right, so this is the other side of it. And what you always see, I'm coming to it right now, is 7 a.m. Saturday and Sunday, weekend breakfast, Court Cafe. You always see that deal. I guess they also do some kind of karaoke. They did have some kind of live music sign up there, but they don't have it anymore. All right, so this is the back side of it right here. And as you can see, they got new pavement going in over there. That's the new casino. They have it all blocked off. And then if you just look right behind it, empty desert, empty desert, empty desert. Bunch of new houses behind that. Those are all these new Cadence houses. I'll show you that Cadence sign there in a minute. You also have a brand new Circle K going in across the street. So this area, there's the Circle K right there. That's a new building going in. There's a construction working. But this area is under heavy construction. For those that are wondering, so all the way down there is the Las Vegas Strip. We are up in the Henderson area right now. If you just keep taking this freeway and you go through those mountains, you'll head over to Boulder Highway, or not Boulder Highway, but Boulder City. And if you hang a right, you can go down to Arizona. And you go left, you go up to Boulder City. My grandfather's actually buried at the memorial up there. He was a U.S. Marine. So rest in peace to Bart Crawford. To see how far I can get. You got construction back here. And this is the new casino sitting right next to the old casino. Let me zoom out. Sorry about that. So that's the old casino on the left right here. And this is the construction of the new casino. As you can see, they have it blocked off. There's the new pavement right here. Looks like that's the loading dock area. This is behind it. And heavy construction. Boyd Gaming is the one that's putting the Cadence Crossing Casino in. What I saw, it's the first project that's Boyd done in a few decades. I find that hard to believe. I just don't, but that's what I was seeing on these reports. So let me show you. I don't have anything in my hand. Nobody's with me. My wife's not with me. So when I do these, I didn't go to college to be a reporter, obviously, but I always liked history and I like learning stuff. I mean, I've been here for 22 years in this town right now. So in the mornings, I'll go through a whole bunch of sites. If I'm looking up something, I'll read it, go through, read it, go back like an hour later, read it, go through, kind of match up what I see and just put in my head what I gathered, you know, who, what, when, where, why, how. But I'm not just like winging it like, oh, I might get things wrong sometimes, so leave it in the comments, but I am doing the best that I can. I don't want to be out here Jesus! I don't want to be out here reading like verbatim, like it says in 19, you know what I mean? So I just want to get the gist of it, let you know, and then you can look it up and read about it, and then tell me where I went wrong. It's all you hear all day on this road. But there's that Joker Wild sign, and that will probably be in the Neon Sign Museum sometime soon. Joker's Wild. So I'm gonna go and show you this Cadence sign that's right on the end right here, but there is a few things that I missed that I do want to say, because this is a cool fact. So that Mallory guy, right? I think Bob Mallory opened this place, the Swanky Club, the Joker's Wild, and all that stuff. At the time when this opened, I get 42 to 46, early 40s, this Boulder Highway, like there was really no address. It says you went to Boulder Highway, I think Pittman Wash. Mallory actually landed his small plane in the desert, right? He lived close to this, and he landed his plane at his house just to get to this casino. You can read that online. That's crazy. Kind of cool. Right, so this is Warm Springs, and that's Boulder Highway right there. That magnesium plant they were talking about, it's all the way across the street over there. You see all those plants. There's that new Circle K that's going in. And Cadence, as you can see right here, one sec. That is the new community going in, 12,000 homes. The Henderson area. On the sidewalk right now, the sidewalk's not even done. As you can see right here, they have cones everywhere. Looks more of a bike path. Henderson's a little bit different. You would think this is a sidewalk. Only in Henderson, you have a bike path, a sidewalk, a single street like this, and then the streets. Henderson is different. I just gotta take a second to just look how beautiful this view is. I'm gonna zoom it out and show you how far I really am. There's the strip. And then, see that blue sign in the middle of the screen? On the right of that, that's downtown Fremont. Somebody got mad at me in the other episode, like, that's not Fremont. I call everything in that area Fremont. It's just what I call it. Then you got the strip. You keep going left, you head out to California. Let me zoom out now. Whoa, look how far we are. Anyway, Joker's Wild Casino. Rest in peace to you, man. You will be gone by next year. It's pretty much next year already. I will try and come and do the demolition on this property. They are gonna do a demolition on it, it says. And I guarantee you that sign ends up the Sign Museum. I'm gonna head home now. Final thought type of stuff. Rest in peace to Jerry Springer. In case I missed anything, I'm also gonna add some YouTube stuff if I already haven't, because I'm gonna go and edit this, so I didn't have to say none of this, but let's go. Hope y'all enjoyed that episode, man. I always learn so much. Joker's Wild, Cattle Baron, and then the Swanky Club, like, man, and then probably what was before that, we gotta find out. Also, I would appreciate it. Both my channels are monetized. However, this channel actually pays me monthly. You have to make $100 at least to get paid on any YouTube channel. And the skateboarding one was monetized in February of this year. It was either late last year or early this year I got monetized. I only made one payment of $100 one time on the skateboarding channel. This other channel I do pretty good. Not enough to like pay everything, but I made 1,000 a couple times, 800, 500, 400, 300, 400, 500. So it's on the scale back up and down. Hope y'all enjoyed that episode. What a crazy experience that was. And please, my other channel, my skateboarding channel, that is Parish P, called Yo Yo Yo. Where's the spot at, bro? You know the deal. Las Vegas street skating spots, pins with locations. So that one is for like skaters out of town when they come to Vegas and they want to skate a street spot, something that's not in a park. They have the location on my other channel. I go up into ditches. I go through like old casinos, the same as this channel, but we skateboard through everything. Over 800 Las Vegas street spots with locations on that other channel. I also had Chad Muska. He's a professional skater. He, for everybody else, he also dated Paris Hilton for a little while. But he was on my show. He actually signed my shoes. So thank you. Or his shoes he reissued and then signed them for me. And I think I have the only pair signed 2024 because he did 2023 and 2025 on the reissued shoe. So anyway, that's my other channel. Thank you, everybody. Please hit that like and subscribe, notifications so you know when I drop something because I'm trying to get it like... All right, real quick, there's so many episodes where I'm like, I used to work there, or I used to work there, and I watched that being built. And I'm sure some of y'all are like, man, you really stayed in a homeless shelter, man. You really watched this. Well, let me show you. Just talked about a professional skater signing my shoes on my other channel. This is Chad Muska. He was a pro, and he signed 2024. Now, he reissued these shoes after 2 decades. This shoe was not in production for almost 20 years, and he redid the entire shoe. I mean, this dude's an OG, man. But what's cool about these, hold on, you got the Muska, is there's a secret stash pocket in the tongue. So in high school with Velcro, you were able to hide stuff, especially in like the year, I think these came out in 99 or 2000. I graduated 2001. So this was pretty cool. I just want to show you some proof. On my other channel, that professional was on there when we had the Champs trade show, and I bought his shoe and he reissued it for me, or signed it, 11 and a half. And just to show you how much I like this guy, I said, man, I tell the truth. So I bought 2 pairs. This was the like original colorway. I think everybody probably had the black ones, but I am skating these right now. These shoes are a lot thicker than normal skate shoes right now. Like, I got the New Balance, but they're just, as you can see, they're so easy to like bend. I got the other New Balance, and then I even got Airwalks. I've been riding these for a while, But I just wanted to prove to you, like when I say like, hey, pro, sign my shoes, like I'm telling the truth. And someone's probably like, oh yeah, you skate. My whole other channel is just for skating. Here's one clip just to show you, and this was done 2 months ago. Here it is. We are starting IVF. We've already started it, but the first episode will be coming up soon. Blood work is done and everything, so I'm waiting to get the IVF started. She should be, the embryos or whatnot should be, impregnated, germinated, somewhere around December and January. So we are getting ready for this IVF. We don't know if it's gonna stick, and it costs $20,000. Till the next time, searching for grinds and good times. Last thing before I go, the documentary, I am working on that. I just wanna make sure this is done right. And a lot of people were like, there's so many comments on videos, so I'm about to show you a whole bunch of stuff before we go real quick. This is me at Silver Nugget. It was called 5th Street Gaming. You can look it up. This is me. I was actually getting out of prison. I was chunky. Look at me here. Look at me there. I was a big boy, about 215. Okay. Oh, how do we know? Well, make sure nothing incriminating is on here. Yep. This is my prison card. That's Casa Grande. 1101-503 is my prison number, and it's nothing new because if you watch my other show, the prison number's on the intro of every single video of my skate channel for the past 3 years. And March 20th, it makes 3 years. That channel's been good. So this was Casa Grande. This was me right before I'm gonna get out, inmate. So this facility, you were allowed to go out and work and catch the bus, and you had to come back to your cell at nighttime. And if you were late and couldn't explain it, you went back to other prison and you had to redo your whole time from the beginning. So this was on good behavior, and you could save, what is it, like 20%? They took 80% of your cash. And then somebody asked if I'm a cook. This is my line cook while I was in prison, certified line cook. I also did meat science, where you had to cut up a cow, and desert meat science. I passed that. That was in, remember I told you I got out 2014 April? This was November 2013 on the 15th day. So this was all through that Casa Grande. These were classes and whatnot that you could take in prison. Then when I got out, well, I got out in 2014, but this was down the line. This was 2022. I told everybody I was working for Elon Musk, and I was building tiny houses that folded up, and they were the size of this wall, but you can unfold them into a big studio. Elon Musk was selling them for $50,000. He was partnered with this place called Boxable. That's me, Chris Petrich at Boxable. I worked there for an entire year at $24 an hour. And I was a overhead crane operator. I used to have cornrows. If you want to see that, go to my TikTok or watch my skateboarding channel, Parish P. I had full braids and a cornrow for a long time. I was an overhead certified crane operator. Okay. This is also my grandmother. This is me in prison. This is my grandmother, Diana, and she, that's her old address. You can't see through anyway. But this is the intake, and this is how you got mail. Christopher Petrich, 1101-503. This is Indian Springs in 2013, I think that one was. This is the picture of me getting out. And they have my last name spelled wrong. They put an S on the end of Petrich. I'm not Petrich's. 1101-503. Look at the date. What does the date say? I can't read it backwards. 9/10/2013. So this is when I was being intaked into the Casa Grande facility. Casa Grande is this place. So this was 9/10/2013. And I turned myself in October 2012, because I was in 2012, 2013, 2014. I went in at 29, came out at 31. And this was the intake picture that they took when you first got into Casa Grande, and then they give you a sheet or a body receipt on the way out. So I'm just showing you all this because some people were like, yeah, right, yeah, right. I'm looking for the homeless shelter ID. I do have that. I will show it in the next couple of episodes. I just can't find it right now. And before we go, look at me. Man, I used to be a handsome guy right there, man. That's me. Guess what? Grace Bible Christian School. Remember I told you I got expelled in 3rd grade for fighting? Well, this is where I went. And guess what grade that is? Okay. This was the only 3rd and 4th grade class. I want to say this might have been 4th. But this was there was only one class in each school in this Bible school. So there's 1 3rd grade, 1 4th grade, 1 5th grade. So now that I got that out of the way, yes, I used to be an inmate. Just to save you the thing, grand larceny, I have 1 felony. They were 2, burglary and grand larceny, but the burglary, I did not use a weapon or break into anybody's house. I went into a pawn shop and I pawned a piece of gold that was worth more than $200, and I did 2 years. The reason I stuttered on that is because I did 21 and a half months, almost 22 months. 2 years sounds better, right? So that's why, and it's just crazy. The documentary is going to go in depth on this and explain why that happened. But I have no sex charges, no gun charges, no violence charges, no all the crazy stuff that you think normal felonies would have or normal felons. I don't have. I got out in 2014. Knock on wood, I have not seen the inside of a jail cell since 2014, and nor will I ever again. I changed my life for the better, and luckily I knew some people when I went up there, so all I did was work out. What do you know? I found it. I don't want to show you. I got my briefcase out with all my files, so that's how I found it. So I just told you, you saw my intake picture, and I told you I got out April Fools of 2014. Everyone's probably like, yeah, right? Make sure none's on here. This is my release paper. Let me show you this so you can read it. It's old. So, date of release, April Fools of 2014. Time 0000. NDOC, which is your number, 1101503. It's the same number I've been showing you. If you run that, it shows your charges. I got nothing to hide. It's on my channel, on my other channel. Okay, institution, I don't know what that is. 6th. Received and delivered Christopher Petrich from to release. So this is to make sure you have no holds or detainers. So they run your name and make sure you have no warrants in other states, this state, or anywhere else. If you do, you get transferred or you get expedited to wherever else you have to owe something. Special handling, I had none. Type of release, if applicable, discharge. And this was Nevada Department of Corrections body receipt. This was prison. And this was my out date. Now my out date, remember I told you I did 21 and a half months? My out date was actually still in October, and because I did all those classes, I was pulling my time closer and closer. So when they told me this, really? I'm getting out on April Fools. And then of course, if you know, you don't tell nobody in there, because all your homies, you have homies while you're in there, they are gonna whoop your butt for fun. They are gonna whoop, no diddy. They're gonna beat you up before you leave because you're leaving, they're not. They're like, oh, he's leaving? Okay. As you don't say nothing, and they're like, and they catch you like right before you leave, boom, 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 boom.